one of my heroes in a radio game. Been watching him do it for a long time. When it comes to comedy, acting, I don't even know if he realized that he was doing a lot of stuff with my uncle Ray Ray. That's what Coach Ray Ray comes from. Back in the day, Ricky and Ray Ray used to be real close. My uncle Ray Ray, and they used to do this little act together. And they used to do like comedy shows together. And they did one in Pensacola. And Ricky had on this suit. He had on this little, I don't say suit, but he had on like a Sunday outfit. And it was leather, like it was brown leather.
Like Lisa?
It was brown though.
Yeah, hers black.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, hers black.
Okay.
And so, and rest Ray Ray soul, man. But they was just going back and forth on each other, man. And Ray Ray told him, man, said, man, that's why you look like a backseat of a Cadillac, a '93 Cadillac.
A '92.
And Ricky was on the flow, man. And that was the first time I went to a comedy show, and I was young. But like just seeing him then and seeing him now, like nothing's changed. Like he's the same person. He's still funny. And he's and I kind of look at the way he parent, right? He parent like somebody, grandma, granddaddy, uncle, and auntie. All in one. And daddy at the same time.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So to have that combination, man, and to do what he has done with his kids, with his family, even with people that's not blood. Like even when he come to us, like he would tell somebody quick. Like I remember being in a room with him, and we was at the Stardome down here in Birmingham, and somebody wanted to just take pictures and stuff like that. And Ricky was like, "Hold on, wait, ask him. Don't just put no camera to his face." And we talking right now.
Because even last night, talking to him, he was telling us that like it's cool to take pictures, but you got to set boundaries with people because people do not have boundaries and at all. Like I get it when you see a person that you like seeing on TV or your favorite entertainer, but sometimes you just got to do it from a distance, so especially if they eating out, that be the one for me. Like I get it, you want to come up to, like if their food is on their table,
that's
and they jaws is full and chewing. Leave them alone until after the fact.
Has that happened before?
Yes, it has happened before. I'm appreciative of all the people who love what I've done as far as playing football, make it excited for them, you know. But still, at the end of the day, you'll never see me come up to your job. Hey, now let me get a picture. And you in the middle of typing. You gonna look at me so crazy.
You gonna get it.
Yeah, but it's stuff like that. Like it's like even last night he told he gonna get on this. He gonna cuss us out. He gonna give us constructive criticism, and you know I told him like that's what we need. You know, we want to make this show the best show, sports talk show in the world. You know, that's our game plan. That's our plan. And he told us we're gonna do classes with him and stuff and Zoom and all those other stuff, man. So, you know, just to have Ricky on our side, you know, for him to come out last night, that was big.
Especially everything he's been going through.
Yeah, like
and you couldn't even tell he was going through. He was just so interactive with people, and that's his personality, man. And that's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, because last night we were talking about how he was at church and he had that Nike jacket on.
Yeah, and
the dude behind him told him to have a yabba dabba do Sunday or something like that rest of the day. And he said, man, I thought they gonna call me up there and you know they gonna say a prayer for me, you know, say their condolences and everything. And it's like, man, this dude, he said, you wrong for wearing that Fred Flintstone yabba dabba do sweater up. And he said he went to laughing. He said he had to tell him, I'm gonna find me another church. I ain't fooling with y'all.
And he was also saying the guy behind him was just falling out laughing.
He said, boy, these mothers out here, boy, do not let you live.
No matter what you're going through, man. But that's a good thing, man, because
like that you can laugh, that you can enjoy yourself, and you can still be you at the same time. Like, you can be able to do all that in one and not, you know, be at a place to where, you know, you're just talking about, you know, the good old days or something like that, or something that's going to remind you of that. Like for him to still laugh and somebody to make a joke with him, that probably brighten up his day for the rest of the day. That probably made his whole moment between all this.
Cause like I went back, I know we talked about yesterday. I went back and watched it, man, and he laughed probably for about 2 minutes straight at that, man. And you could tell he needed that, you know. And that's a good thing. When you're a good person to people are there for you, and you can tell he's just loved by all, and he's still making his videos amongst what he was going through, man. And I appreciate a person like that.
That was my first time meeting him, and he was so down to earth.
Oh,
and
man.
we just like clicked.
I'm gonna tell you something. I remember the first time I went over his house, and he was over there cooking. I forgot what he was cooking, but he be throwing down.
Probably that macaroni.
Man, ain't no. And I remember we were just sitting there, and it's like, it's cool. He loved talking about Alabama football. He like knowing, but one thing you're gonna do with him, he's gonna tell you stuff to help you become a better man. Like everything he didn't learn, he gonna always give you a lesson. That's one thing I love and appreciate about him. Every time I've seen him, he's always giving me a lesson, and it's up to you to listen and implement that into your everyday life. Because like I remember when I was in Kansas City playing, he had a show in St. Louis. And he was like, "Hey, you want to come to the show in St. Louis?" I'm like, "Yeah." I drove from Kansas City, which is like 2 hours to St. Louis. And you think I was up in there because he made a joke about a midget funeral. Dog, he had me on the floor, and he was like, he had the pallbearer. He said it was like one pallbearer holding the casket in his hand, and they said he had to walk up a hill. And they said they finally got to the front and opened up the casket and couldn't find him.
In a sled.
That ain't funny, but man,
he slid to the
he slid all the way down to the bottom. And I was like, man, like that's creative. That's funny. So man, like man, big shout out to Ricky Smiley, man. Like, man, I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate the way you take care of his people.
Yeah.
Like,
facts.
Even the people that's not his people, they become his people.
Exactly.
And I can tell you I respect him because when he was talking to Trent, like he kind of getting on him, and Trent like listening to yep.
Man,
yep.
Man, you got to because he's world renowned. Like the whole entire world knows
you
him.
have to respect him though. You have to respect him.
He been doing Alabama State, Birmingham, Alabama, like it gets no better than that when it comes to that.
And it's crazy because every time I run into Ricky or every time we get together, I found out something new.
Every time.
Like I didn't know Ricky was a track coach after high school. Like he was a track coach at the high school. And I found out by Miss Johnson. She said, me and Ricky went to school together, but when he got out of school, he became our track coach. Like, and it was just like, dang, like you find out something new every day about Ricky. Like, and it's crazy because like he has no limits to where he can go in life or where he has been in life.
Right, man.
And he's a humble person.
He's always been versatile.
He's very humble.
He's very versatile.
Yeah.
Man, he was the daggone thief in Friday After Next.
Oh, that.
Ain't nobody for the longest know who that was.
Really?
Yes. When it first came out.
I heard his voice and I knew it was Ricky.
Man, he said, I'm going to go steal some car keys, a couple wallets, step in the club.
When he looked at that baby picture, he said, I have cocked like a pistol. It's my favorite scene.
Man. Dada, I love the Dada.
Dada. Wish I had one.
Oh man, Chris.
When we got hit by the car, hit the ground, his teeth started chattering when he hit the ground.
But no. Actually, let me take that back. A lot of people didn't know the old man that was shooting was Mike Epps.
Yeah.
I don't know how they didn't know that.
I know.
Man, next time I'm going to shoot you in the one that winking, not the one that stink. Man, that was funny.
Ricky has been successful on all edges, man.
Yeah.
Like on all.
Not these last $2 you playing in the background. Yeah, okay, Schmidt. My boy.
He surprised you every day.
Yeah, love that.
Even the stuff that he does with his show, and the show that he had, the real Ricky Smiley, his morning show, #1 morning show in the world. I mean, for somebody like Steve Harvey to hire you to tell you that, hey, this is what I need you to do.
Yep.
Tom Joyner, take over for him.
Just passing the baton.
Like that's where we want to be at. Like, that's goals. Like
I want to be there at least half of it.
Yeah, even if we get half.
Man,
I'm trying to get y'all there.
Man,
I wanna be like Rick.
I'm trying to be like Ricky Smiley.
I told him last night. I said, "Thank you for saying that." I said, "I've finally been validated."
Hey, I gotta say one more joke to Lisa.
Uh-oh.
Lisa, please don't get stuck in your chair with that leather on. I'm sorry.
It's cloth, so I won't get stuck.
Hey, you know them old.
It's not leather on leather.
I'm just kidding. You know them old couches.
Yes.
Grandma used to
with the plastic on.
Man, look, you wake up sweating like you'd have played in the game.
You can't take a nap on it.
You ain't even supposed to sit on that couch anyway.
No,
and it got
plastic on it. And
it's
white. You weren't even allowed in the living room.
And it got plastic on. You ain't even supposed to sit on that couch.
Right.
What's the point of it, then?
Decoration?
I don't.
You ain't even supposed to go in that room.
What's the point of having a room? You can't go in there.
Yeah, that front living room, we were not allowed.
I know, but what's the point?
Decoration. Preserving the furniture.
Yeah, just don't go up in there.
It's for looking, not for sitting.
My grandma in Alabama, she did not play that. She was one of them clean freaks too. Like you had to clean the soap suds off the soap when you got done washing your hands. That's how she was.
She OCD.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very OCD.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she had pine saw.
That was bad.
Yeah, pine saw
with the mop and bucket,
baking soda.
You know what smell I hated? People love to clean their house with it. Take a guess.
Mop balls.
Fabuloso.
You hate Fabuloso?
Oh my God, I can't stand that.
We used to put that Fabuloso on that pot and let it.
And you wonder why everybody halfway crazy because you used to cook noodles in the pot too.
I got a funny. Listen. When we come back, we gotta take a break. We gotta take a break. I got a funny story about Fabuloso in the pot while I was in college.
Oh God, they thought it was hot Kool-Aid.
Oh man. So listen, when we come back, man, listen, you are listening to the Ropes with TR3, but when we come back, we're going to be talking about Fabuloso in the pot when we was in college.
And let it cook like grits.
That's crazy you say that.
Purple grits.
Join a team you know and love at WDJC and WXJC. We're looking for a part-time receptionist and assistant to the office manager to share your enthusiasm and skills with us. This position is multifaceted, from helping WDJC and WXJC listeners, advertisers, and broadcast partners to performing a variety of administrative duties. If you're eager to serve and have a heart for ministry, apply today and earn the extra cash you need. We offer competitive pay at a company that's making a difference. See the full job description at WDJConline.com. Send your resume to ldiaz@crawfordmediagroup.net. That's LDIAZ@crawfordmediagroup.net. If you qualify for this position, our office manager, Lesvia Diaz, will set up an interview with you. Crawford Media Group is an equal opportunity employer.
Inspired by quality ingredients and excellent service, Edgar's Bakery has been a staple of Alabamian celebrations since 1998. What started as a small neighborhood bakery, founded by Terry and Dottie Smith in Birmingham, has expanded to 10 locations throughout Alabama. Edgar's Bakery offers hot, delicious breakfast and lunch options, in addition to grab-and-go deli items. They offer a wide range of pastries and desserts, including cookies, bars, brownies, cakes, cupcakes, and much more, made entirely from scratch, using fresh, natural ingredients. Shop for gifts and merchandise in-store, including everyday and seasonal home decor items. Edgar's has something for everyone. They also offer catering, shipping, and delivery options. Visit their website today at edgarsbakery.com or stop by a location near you.
Walk On Sports Bistro puts everything they've got into bringing you game day with a taste of Louisiana. Dig into their mouth-watering, made-from-scratch Louisiana dishes or fan favorites like juicy burgers and fresh salads, all in front of 70-plus TVs with more than 40 beers on tap. Watching at home, Walk-Ons is available to go. Order online or through the mobile app. Visit Walk for Montgomery and Mobile. Walk On Sports Bistro, more than a restaurant.
Hey, Birmingham, thinking about making your next move? The Randy Brooks team at Avast Realty is ready to help you with your real estate needs. If it's buying or selling, they have the tools and expertise to get you from for sale to sold. Whether you're looking in the city or want space to stretch out, call us at 205-965-6645. That's 205-965-6645. Real estate is key to building long-term wealth, so call the Randy Brooks team at 205-965-6645 and let's get you from for sale to sold today. 205-965-6645. Your dream has an address. Let's find it. New construction home searching can be challenging for buyers. The solution is the Avast Realty New Construction Home Team at 205-965-6645. Their relationships with the top new home builders in the state means they have the most up-to-date information on new home inventory. And as your buyer agent, the Avast Realty New Home Construction Team will give you 1% of our commission to use towards your new home purchase. So put the knowledge, expertise, and professionalism of the team to work for you and contact the Avast Realty New Construction Team at 205-965-6645 today. Again, that's 205-965-6645. Call today because your new home is waiting. Commission share disclosed on sales contract and closing statement.
Excuse me, do you know how long halftime is for a Crimson Tide football game?
15 minutes?
12 minutes?
18 minutes? I'm pretty sure 12 minutes.
Actually, halftime at Alabama lasts 20 minutes. Any idea how long it takes to complete a mortgage application?
An hour and a half.
Probably like 3 hours at least.
It takes a couple days.
I'm going to go with 45 minutes.
Actually, at Assurance Financial, you can apply for a mortgage in less time than halftime. Find out more by visiting them at assuranceMortgage.com. That's assuranceMortgage.com.
Equal housing opportunity, NMLS 70876.
Call Chase Brooks at 205-612-4046.
Tax time is just around the corner. It would be a great time to purchase your new home. Capco Builders is a company who has been building manufactured homes for the last 20 years. If you are in the state of Alabama, go by and see one of our local retailers today. J&J Homes in Coleman, Repo Land in Albertville, Oxford Housing in Oxford, Freedom Homes in Jasper, Miller Homes in Opelika, Discount Home Sales in Enterprise, Spartan in Summerdale, Daystar in Sylacauga and Clanton, and always remember, Capco Builders, where quality comes first.
Welcome back with Ropes with TR3, man. And I know we were just talking about Fabuloso. Lisa said you not like this know.
Stinks.
I got a crazy story about Fabuloso, right? I don't know, was it a girl I was dating in college or not? Or was it brother? But all I know, we was at my house in college, right? And this is the time we put Fabuloso on a little bit of water in the pot and you get your whole house smelling, you know.
You use it like air fresh.
Yeah, it's air fresh. You get the house smelling like it, you know, like you clean it up a little bit. So, I mean, my house wasn't dirty to be, you know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't think you had a dirty house.
No, it was never like that. But it was a situation to where, you know, you had somebody coming over, and you want to make sure your house was good.
Yeah.
And so, old girl ended up cooking for us.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the first time she had cooked for us. So I don't even know if it was somebody that we was like dating or not, but it was like whoever. It was one, you know, we all used to kind of hang together, this and that. So she ended up cooking for us. And she had the eggs, she had the turkey sausages or whatever the heck it was. She had the pancakes. Then she made the grits.
Oh no!
So the grits turned out to be a little purplish color.
Oh god!
And so I'm like, man, what's going on? So before I really like looked at the grits, I had tasted grits. She was like, "It's good, ain't it?" I was like,
no.
The grits. We had some Fabuloso grits because we used the same pot that we used to put the Fabuloso. Everybody knew not in the house not to use that pot.
Okay, that's our fault. She don't.
Yeah, it wasn't her fault. It was really our fault. It was her fault. But I tasted Fabuloso for 2 weeks.
Look here.
Like just to taste it?
Yeah, I tasted Fabuloso for 2 weeks.
Man, look here. If I go to anybody's house and I know everybody in here that cooks, before you do anything to a pot, what you do?
Wash it out. Even if it's under the cabinet.
Mm-hmm.
You wash it out.
So that lets me know.
So it was sitting on the stove and she just freely used it without washing it.
No, I think it. I can't. I don't know. It was so long ago. I want to say,
regardless,
that it might have been cleaned, but I don't think. You know, I think you use a pot like that. Yeah, you got to clean it. Like you don't have to boil it again with just fresh water for real.
But you know what? I don't think you can even cook in that pot again because those chemicals are set. And you put heat on them.
No, you can't.
Well,
yeah, you can't. It's been cooked in before, and I didn't have no purple grits. But definitely, man, I know Yeah, talking about that fabuloso, man. I know Reggie, you had something to talk about.
Yeah,
you
man.
had something. I know you was pretty upset about these comments that was being said
Yeah,
about.
man, about Brandon, man. Brandon Miller. Like, people just, like, I get it when a headline hits, man, and everybody just wants to jump on and say how they feel. But man, they tried to ruin that kid, man, and he ain't never been in trouble or anything like that off something that he was mistakenly in, and I see why Coach Oates made the comments that he made by being at the wrong place at the wrong time, because he didn't know Darius had the gun in the car. And any college student, you want to go out, hey bro, can I get a ride to where we're going? And so he gave him a ride. I was his teammate, so yeah, I'm gonna give you a ride and take you down there. But Brandon ended up going to get something to eat. It says in the newest article that I read, and Darius went and his friends then went out. But then they was out there, and Darius asked Brandon, could you come pick me up? So, but Brandon was with somebody, so I guess he dropped that person off, went back to pick up Darius, and he still didn't know the gun was in there. And Darius and him got the gun out of the car. And then I was reading something else where it was like they said Brandon blocked the person in. That never happened. It's on film, it's on camera.
Wow.
And he was trying to park. And then I guess Darius and his friend got into it with the guy, and they started shooting. And Brandon's car got shot up, and you can see where they said Brandon drove off and went home.
Wow.
So he had nothing to do with that incident. Wrong place at the wrong time, man. So I see why Nate Oates made the comments that they made. And me personally, I hope Brandon goes for 50 tonight.
And you said Dick Vitale said some crazy stuff.
Dick Vitale was like, I was shocked by the comments of Alabama Nate Oates yesterday, but I am doubly shocked that superstar Brandon Miller is scheduled to play tonight. Is it providing a gun to a teammate that was used in a murder, a serious offense?
But he didn't.
But he didn't. He didn't know the gun was there.
He didn't even know it was there. So
and you still pushing out that narrative.
You pushing that narrative out there.
Wow.
And so my thing is really, and I'm gonna talk about this too, because I've been on the show with this guy, and you know we're pretty cool. Lars Anderson said some comments yesterday, and it didn't sit right with me. It was talking about Brandon should be charged too. He should be in just as much trouble as Miles. And it's just like, bro, like, first of all, you don't know what the hell is going on. So before you get the wrong facts, get the right facts and pay attention to what's really going on and what's not being said. And so, and I would call Lars myself and tell him, like, bro, like, sometimes you got to just wait. Like, a lot of this stuff, like, ain't got to be reported all the time, just because you see headlines or somebody's name.
And you jumping out the gate like that without doing your fact checking. Yeah,
like, come on, man. Like, first of all, this is a kid. And I know to both parties, it's a loss on both sides. And I know it's definitely a loss to the family here in Birmingham with the young lady with her son and stuff like that.
Most
too.
Definitely, man. Prayers and thoughts go to that family, man.
Most definitely. Because I mean, I couldn't see myself going through that process. You know what I mean? It's crazy. But at the same time, like, don't put somebody else in somebody else. You're gonna have to probably bump me, Smitty. Stuff. I'm gonna say stuff.
Okay. He was on time. He did.
Stuff. Yeah, you didn't even heard it that time. But don't put nobody else in somebody else's stuff, man. Like, I hate that, and it's always with people who got the bigger name who get in the most trouble. It ain't got nothing to do with it. I had a situation like that, and it ain't had nothing to do with me, but it happened at my house, and that person shouldn't even been there. And so it was the wrong time, wrong place for my family, for real. But they shouldn't even been there at my house in the beginning.
But people enjoy salacious stories. Like, they want to hear something, bad about some celebrity or somebody that's famous, because they think it's newsworthy, but they like to hear the gossip. They want to hear dirt.
But it's like,
and it's sad.
But it's like, man, why can't
that's a society?
Why can't we just live in greatness?
Yeah.
Like
they don't want you to be great.
Like, you want to build us up. They've been building Brandon up for since getting recruited, and Brandon been doing
2 seconds and want to bring him down.
That's America, man, and like sports and anything, like, it doesn't matter. Like, they'd rather talk about somebody's downfall than talk about somebody's uproar.
Exactly.
But my thing is, instead of talking about trying to put somebody else's name in something that ain't got nothing to do with it. Let's talk about these mass killings going on. Let's talk about these doggone chemical spills. Let's talk about how the president is not giving FEMA any money to cover all these chemical spills right now. Let's talk about they finding these new UFs.
Like it's acid rain.
Acid rain.
Come on, bro. Like,
and like, hold on. Let's talk about it's still dirty water in Flint.
Yeah,
exactly.
And in Jackson.
And in Jackson. So, but that Flint situation is weird. Like how? Like all these years, y'all ain't trying to get these folks no clean water.
Man,
they don't care.
They don't
take the money and put it in their pockets.
It's crazy. These people still got to boil their water to take a shower. Like
at this point, that's just evil.
Yeah, it's evil.
Of course,
it's evil, man. Evil.
People with zero souls.
But my thing is, man, like if you're gonna look out for another country, man, look out for yours first. Like, and you wonder why people you want to get away from here.
And you know what's crazy? I was looking at something on I think it was, I get, Twitter gives out all the good little facts. Like it was saying like Japan and China had like 5 bases around the world. I think it said we have over 300 some bases around the world that we have to fund with our money through the government and taxes. Yep. You take away some of those bases and that funding, you can help with your population of homelessness in your country.
Yeah. But my thing is
so busy trying to dominate.
But you got people that had stood at them bases, that stood being in the war, and they homeless right now.
Yeah.
Well, every day in my house in Houston, I drive past these train tracks and I see the same guy with his military card, hat on with a sign that says I'm a former veteran.
They use it and discard you.
And they won't do nothing for these people, man. And so
but you want me to go fight and be all I can be, but you won't come back and help me.
All they give you is the VA hospital.
Man, this is what might.
That's it. They give you the VA hospital. That's it, and you might not get that.
Man, I got a friend that I'm real close with. I'm sorry to cut you off, Trent. Man, he is 100% mentally and physically disabled from the Army. Blew up in a Humvee in Iraq, and if it weren't for like support of us being like his friends and stuff like that, I love my friend to death, man. That's my guy. And the one thing I love about him, when he feels some type of way, he'll like we live in the same neighborhood. He'll call me, say, "Rich, I need to come speak." And he'll come over to the house and he'll just sit and just cry. I'll just let him just cry. But one thing I also do love about him, when he knows it's getting too bad with his PTSD, he go check himself into the VA and won't tell nobody. And like we'll be looking for him. But then I'll say he'd come back maybe it'll take a few days, maybe a week. He'd come back and say, "Man, I was just in the VA. I just felt myself slipping." So everybody's not like that. But man, I'm thankful that my friend is able to see when he's going through something like that. You could either call us or go check yourself in.
He just move in silence.
Move in silence, man. And when I say this is a great person, and every day it's a fight for him. Like every time you see him, it's a fight, but like he's fighting, and I appreciate that.
Y'all don't know. My son he's former military. He did a stint in Iraq.
I can't
imagine.
He
will not talk about it.
Wow.
Won't talk about it at all.
My sister did over 20 years in the military. So it's I remember having to talk to her kids because they was getting out of hand. And her oldest son always kind of gave her little problems and stuff. But like I was telling him, like, bro, you don't realize, like, and I was just listening to my sister talk, like, as I was talking to him, like, she got to get out, what she could. So, like, you don't realize how many bullets that's been, shot past my head, or how many times I've seen dead bodies, and I got to come home and deal with, with this because you don't want to act right, or you want to claim that you're in a gang. You're not in no gang. You're not even raised to be like that. You're a military kid. And so, when she was able to get that out, it was just showing them, like, bro, like, something happened to your, or something would have happened to your mom, or something would happen to your mom, like, you'll be devastated, bro. You wouldn't know. It ain't no coming back from that.
The only thing he told me, he called me on the phone, and that's when he was still over there. He said, I was talking with Staff Sergeant the other night, and we were just standing outside the tent, and he said, I heard something go like that. He said, Staff Sergeant, you heard that? He said, yeah, and I saw it, and you don't want to know what it is. Bullet went past my son's ear, and I said, please don't call me and tell me nothing about like that no more.
And you sitting on base,
standing right there on base. They was shooting from outside of the base. Went right past his ear. He heard like just like that. And I said, I don't need those kind of conversations. I'm sorry.
Yeah, one of my older brothers, man, was in the military for a while too. And he just said, man, it's a real battle for real. But the best thing that we can have is a good support system, because after we're done with the government, they just really give us chicken scraps. And the bare minimum. It's crazy.
He got a bad back
injury. He did floor deployments.
And they pay him next to nothing.
And that's like what, like 9 months at a time, ain't it?
It depends. Some of them 9 months, some of them 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
It just depends, man, what you trying to do.
My son did 6 months over there.
Yeah, just but at that time, he's doing what he got to do for his family.
Yeah, and you respect that, but how can you sit here and say, like, I'm appreciative of America, I'm able to move around, do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm appreciative of that, and I am. But how can you want me to cheer on a country who doesn't
take care of
the people that protect us? But you want me to stand up on tables and scream USA and freedom? You know what I'm saying? Like that sounds like a bunch of hypocrites to me. That makes sense. Like, so, man, like, I want to say
disrespect to the military, because
no disrespect
y'all
at all.
What y'all got to do.
And we appreciative of y'all. I just want to say I'm appreciative of y'all of going over there and fighting for my freedom, Trent's freedom, Lisa, Smitty, everybody's freedom. But I don't know if I could.
It's not easy.
It ain't for everybody. It's not for me. I'm appreciative. I'm gonna keep hitting people playing football, and I appreciate y'all, man. So,
and most military people, they're loners. Like, my son don't have a crowd of friends that he keep to himself. Like, he's a loner. He only like associate with other people from the military, but not on a regular basis. It's just if they come into town or something like that. But for the most part, by himself, gaming, and be with his family, his kids and his wife.
Man, I hate that, man.
Yeah,
just seeing the images over and over and over. Yeah. You ever seen the movie American Sniper? One of my favorite movies ever.
American Sniper was so good. That was good. But it was so sad.
What was his name? Chris.
Chris.
What's his name?
And I probably watched that. Actually, I think we went to go see it as a team. But I watched that movie a few times. But to even know like what that man, like
Bradley Cooper, Luke Brown,
Bradley
Sammy
was the dude,
Corey Hardick,
Chris Kyle.
Chris Kyle.
Man, it said he had over 158 sniper, like some crazy, like confirmed sniper kills.
Yeah,
the most wanted person. Yeah, that knew of, and the most wanted person in Iraq. Oh, then end up getting killed helping somebody with PTSD.
I mean, you listen.
So sad, man.
What Coach Saban used to take us to go see Saving Private Ryan every year.
Oh, that was a good one too.
Yeah, I can watch that all the time.
And we didn't watch the whole movie. We watched because Private Ryan is like 3 hours for real. So we watched at least 2 hours of it, and we'll watch the most important parts of it. He would ask me a question, like, so me and Nick used to sit next to each other in the movies, and we'll sit down and talk about each movie we watched, and we'll kind of
have a discussion about it.
Yeah, have a discussion about the pre-show, what we thought was going to be about. What's some points that you take out after the show. I mean, after the movie when it was done. So we had like a real conversation. Or even when we do our morning walk the next day for the game, like we would sit there and talk about. Like we was talking about Red Tails when that first hat came out, and he was talking about how, going back to Private Ryan, he was talking about. The first time we watched it, it was like, man, Trent, this is the most, they said this right here is the realest that you will get to a war right here by seeing it like in this movie. Like with the killing, with all the stuff that's going on. And he was like, the whole thing was you got to save your own. Like they went back there to save one person. That's one person. Yeah, and that's what a team was. And so that was his message in the story of the movie. Like, man, I can remember watching stuff like, man, we watched Planet of the Apes. And I think it was
which one? Because the
first one we watched. I'm talking about
the original one.
No, not the.
No, not the original.
You talking about
the one when he went back to the Redwoods?
You talking about
when Caesar said no?
Yeah, but it's like 3 more, like 2 or 3 more.
I'm talking about
right
the first
after
one.
That. Yeah,
I'm talking about the first one when they had Caesar.
Yeah, it was Caesar.
And so we were sitting down, and I had broke the movie down, and he had made me stand up and say it in front of everybody in the meeting room. It was like, man, what did you just tell them what you just told me? And I had got the movie like out the back. And I think him and Coach Cochran had made me stand up and say, you know, one thing about the movie I had found out that was interesting. It was like that, you know, we're all different shapes and forms. Mm-hmm. We're all different shapes and forms. We're all different colors. And it don't matter. At the end of the day, we're together. And that's when he took those sticks and he broke it. He said, you know, and he had like 2 of them. Then he broke it again. Then he broke them again. Then it came a lot of them. Then he tried to break it again. He couldn't break it. As long as we stick together, we fight together, we can do this as one. Mm-hmm. So why would you try to separate, or why would you be off to yourself? Why would you not want to be on the winning side of this? Because if you're not on the same page as Coach, you ain't on the same page as Lisa, you ain't on the same page as me, I ain't on the same page as Smitty. This stuff ain't gonna work. Mm-hmm. Like, you better, as a team, you better join it. That's what they call it. It's supposed to be called United States. The United States. I'm gonna say that again. The United
States.
That's the part they forgot.
Yeah, like that's the part that you forget.
And right now ain't shit united. Sorry, Smitty.
You got 5 minutes.
Yeah, and ain't nothing. But I also, though, speaking of united,
yeah, even in our culture,
facts. Why Alabama can't beat Tennessee?
Man, listen, and we're gonna talk about that when we get back, because we definitely need to talk about why Alabama football team cannot beat Tennessee
or basketball,
or football or basketball team this year, but definitely basketball. Everybody knocking them off, bro, and we having a hard time with it, man. I know we got to go on a break, man, but when we get back, we're gonna talk about Alabama and Tennessee and how in the hell Tennessee is just knocking us off.
They got the brakes beat off them by Tennessee.
And Tennessee got whooped again last night. Who was it? South Carolina?
So everybody else beating them.
No, we play South Carolina tonight.
Oh, we play South Carolina tonight. Who beat them last? Who beat Tennessee last night?
Texas A&M.
Texas A&M. Everybody is beating Tennessee in the SEC except for us. Like, make it make sense. And we whooping everybody in the SEC. Ah, man, listen, we'll be right back, man, with the Ropes with TR3. Welcome back with the Ropes with TR3, and we're at the second half of the show, and we are talking about, for this segment, why Alabama cannot get over the hump with Tennessee. Last game we put up 108 points against Georgia. That's big to have 100 points in college game in basketball is huge. Is almost unheard of. You had Brandon Miller go for 21. He had 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Clowney had 12 points. Was it Mark? Mark had 19 points. Mr. Steers had 17 points. Griffin had 13. I mean, the whole bench stepped up. Everybody played a good game. They was able to get boards. They was able to, get assists. But when it comes to Tennessee, it's like we missed the mark. Like, I'm trying to see, like what is it about Tennessee, especially this year, even with football? Like, what is it about Tennessee, Reggie, that got Alabama number right now? Mm-hmm. And we can start with basketball.
Both of them has a both common thing. You're not finishing. You're not finishing throughout the whole game. You got to finish shots. You got to finish the rotation on defense. You got to finish your plays and sets on the offensive side, man. You got to make the easy baskets. You got to make the 10-foot, 12-foot jumper. So it's just being consistent out there playing, man. And once we get back to being consistent, and right now we have a cloud over our head with that situation, I believe. But, man, everything's getting cleared up. Go out there and have fun, man. Like, I get it. Like, I get it. You're going through something right now. But, man, we as athletes and people don't get opportunities like this all the time. And when you do get the opportunity, you got to have fun and don't let stuff distract you. Yeah, you got a huge distraction. Okay.
Yeah, it's a huge distraction.
It's huge, a huge distraction, man. Somebody lost their life. And Let's go out there and have fun, man. I know it's hard not to think about it, but let's go out there and have fun and be yourself, man, and do the best you can. Like this opportunity only lasts for so long. It only lasts for so long. Like, man, I can tell you right now, my finest moments was them 4 years at Bama.
Yeah.
Man, like I had fun from the time I was 14 all the way to the time I was 21 when I left Bama. Like that was me. That 7-year span.
Yeah.
Boy, I was picking tomatoes then, boy.
Picking up tomatoes,
man.
You the same way too, right?
Man.
Those like your best times at Bama. That's
Your best times is gonna be in college. You know, whether it's sports, whether it's meeting people, finding yourself, having fun, getting to that age group to where like, hey, let's just go out and enjoy ourselves.
Yeah.
I probably should have did more when it comes to enjoying myself, because I was kind of always a little bit. I ain't gonna say a little bit. I was always focused, but even between that time, like I still had my best time. Like it was still like people ask me all the time, do I miss it? Like, nah, I don't miss it. I miss the locker room. I miss my boys. I miss my friends. Like I miss my brothers. Or the game. Now, if I could go back to play a game, it would be in college. Yeah. NFL is different. It's a business. It's not the game with the love. But even now, it probably wouldn't even be the same now. Reggie with all the NIL stuff.
Nah, man, because like I get it, we all wanted our chip to dip. We
needed our chip with dip.
Well, I think that took away the competitive side of it a little bit.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, man.
Like kids don't even play as hard. They play hard, but they like, man, they just seem like we had some battles when we was playing.
I think it would have been different.
You paid me some million to go in high school.
But the mindset we had was different now, bro. We were TikToking and dancing.
Yeah.
We danced.
We the TikTok a lot.
Like we was dancing. Don't get me wrong. But we wasn't TikToking, man. Look, I'm at the mall and I seen some dudes in the middle of the street getting loose, moving hips. Like,
you gotta think about it. It wasn't even no phone. Like the iPhones first came out in 2009 or 8, something like that. It was just iPods at the time.
I remember I had a Brian, and my first phone was a Nokia, I believe, and then I went to the egg. You had to slide it down that thing, flip up, look like a little egg. And
that one I had when I first got to school. I had that little red one.
Yep. And then I had a Droid with the little keyboard on it. But then back then, you had to use
your
finger to swipe. And you forget your code, it's over.
Yeah, you forget that thing is over.
But then the Razor.
I had the phone that couldn't even put a password on there. That little red one, you couldn't even put a password on that little one to slide up.
Oh yeah.
In the bottom was the numbers.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
You couldn't slide it up. I mean, but you listen, man. We came a long way. I mean, if you had a BlackBerry, you thought you would do it.
Oh yeah.
You had a sidekick.
You had your sidekick.
You know that it's like my era was the first to see everything come about. Everything, like technology wise. Seriously.
Oh yeah, 99 taking over 299 to 2000.
That ain't 99.
I know it's before.
I'm about 7.
Yeah, but I mean, see, now you're pushing it.
She had the big booty
just
phone.
if you think about it, it started the brick phone.
That Wesley Snipes had it.
Nobody could afford that back in the day. You only saw doctors and dealers with those brick phones.
That's what Wesley Snipes was.
Yeah, that's it.
And what was the name of the movie?
New Jack City.
Yeah. Rockabye, baby.
And then advancing, then we got the beepers.
It's
the Motorola beepers.
G. Say it with me. I am my brother's keeper.
But yeah, we saw everything coming
back.
Even down to computers with the tower.
How you gonna get mad? Who am I reply to?
I'm not fooling with this man today, man.
We should have like a movie day and just quote movies. Not here.
I'm gonna beat everybody.
Not here. No.
Man, wait.
No, you won't. No, you won't.
Listen.
No, you won't.
You talking about quoting movies? Nah, I'm not buying it.
That's all I do. Every team I've been on, they be like,
buying that.
All this fool do is quote movies.
I mean, that's what we grew up with.
Have some competition there.
Like you listen. It ain't one movie that you can quote that I don't know.
Okay, there goes the challenge. Challenge is on.
Ain't one. Period. or show.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes between the Martin and Jamie. And all right, give me your top. No, we're gonna talk about this when we get back because I know we're gonna have a break in a few minutes. And I want y'all to think about this too. Your top 5 TV shows, as far as
top 5 ever
comedy.
Okay.
Well, I guess it's comedy.
Doesn't matter what era or anything.
No, it don't matter.
Okay.
I was gonna say we talking about favorite TV shows of all time. The best.
All right, give me your top. Give me your top 5 comedy shows, and give me your top 5 TV shows.
My top 5 comedy shows.
You want to do it now? Or you want to do it when it comes?
Well, I can do it now.
Go ahead.
In no particular order. I got the Wayans brothers. I got the Jamie Foxx.
No. I need these in order.
No, it ain't going down.
Oh,
it ain't going down.
I like what you talk. I like this. I like the dip on your chip.
The Wayans brothers. Jamie Foxx. Martin.
Mm-hmm.
The Bernie Mac show.
Okay.
And man, everybody, you gotta go with Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh, okay. About to say
you gotta go with Fresh Prince. Even though I know there's other ones, but I like them the ones that came out.
We should have went in order though. We should like your top 1 and then move all the way down.
Okay, my favorite, probably Martin.
Mm-hmm. That one.
Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, I got y'all. But number 1 is Martin Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, the Steve Harvey show.
You put Steve Harvey over.
Man, have you seen this?
Yeah, you put Steve Harvey over Jamie Foxx show or Wayne, brother.
Man, I don't. That's just funny. That's why I said I didn't want to do it in no particular order.
No, you said
so
Steve
many.
Harvey.
No.
This your top 5. No, this your top 5.
No, this ain't my top 5 because I'm not doing it with you right now. I'm not doing it. I just told y'all my 5. And one of my favorite TV shows, just in general, I think it's probably the best TV show ever, is The Wire.
The Wire.
The Wire, probably the greatest TV show of all time.
I've never watched The Wire.
And The Wire, everything stems from The Wire. You better go look at them Barksdale people.
The Wire.
Them Barksdale people? Man, they had nothing to play with. What up, Jared?
Coach Jared is in the house tonight. He was there last night with us down there eating and dip on his chip. What you had? You had that pasta with extra sauce, didn't you? You got to at least let me get in. Yeah, some pasta with extra sauce, the shrimp pasta. You had a nice little time down there last night.
Let me get in a couple minutes before you start.
All right. So let me do my top 5 again. So we talking about top 5 funniest, but I'm not doing mine in order because it's too many.
Funny is what though?
Like TV shows,
comedy TV shows.
Because like I told them, the Wayans brothers, Jamie Foxx show, Martin Lawrence, and I told the Bernie Mac and Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is my 5. So, but no, in no particular order. But if I had to put those 5 in order for you,
I'm starting with Jamie Foxx.
Over Martin?
Over Martin? Martin, my number 1.
I don't know.
Buddy, I'm ready to party.
I mean, we've seen the Martin so much.
I'm Tommy from the mailroom.
Yeah. I'm gonna start.
It's going crazy.
Okay, so my 5 out of those, number 1 gotta be Martin Lawrence. My second one probably be Jamie Foxx show.
And you didn't throw in Chappelle show.
That's funny, but that's a different type of.
Yeah, that's sketch comedy.
That's a sketch. That's
yeah, it's sketch
comedy. But it's still comedy.
It's still.
I would put.
But this is my 5. What are you talking about? Y'all?
I think I would take the wins out of yours. No, I'm with all yours, except for the wins. I take the Chappelle show, put it in for wins.
What? Pops went crazy.
Pops was funny. But I think Chappelle was a little more funny than the wins.
But like Chappelle dry humor, you gotta understand. Chappelle.
Yeah, it's dry humor.
And a lot of people don't understand Chappelle.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like Chappelle.
They don't. But people don't realize he's criticized the LGBTQ plus community. Everything. So, but they didn't realize one of his closest friends was trans.
Right. Yep.
But he wasn't really talking about him though.
He
was really giving them their props.
No, if you paid attention to exactly what he was saying, you would get it. But if you just listening to him just to speak or make a comment, you're not gonna get it.
Yeah, but
It's just
that's how
simple.
people we think one sided. Like that's how
There you go.
society is. Like he was sitting there telling all the jokes, and he sat there and said, "Man, on the other side of it, just let you know how strong that the community is." Like, I mean, I don't know, man.
But once you talk about that, you open so many doors to talk about other stuff.
Yeah, you open a lot of doors.
Like, and then that's the thing. Like, you really can't. You if you don't want to hint toward that because it's gonna open up a lot of doors, a lot of questions, and they're gonna just start randomly ask just because you mentioned it.
Yeah.
And it's like it's crazy because now they want to make laws for them. They got this for them. They got that for them, and that can open up doors to a whole bunch of other stuff. It's crazy.
Well, listen, when we get back, I know we gotta take a break. We're gonna come right back with our top 5 shows of all time. And top 5. I want everybody to think about this. I want y'all to comment. I want y'all to write us. I want y'all to call. Y'all can actually call in now too.
Yeah, and the number is 1-866-245-5480. Let me say that again. 1-866
Mike Jones
245-5480.
Mike Jones
281-330-004. Hit Mike Jones
on the low.
So, but the number if you really want to call in.
866-245-5480.
And we'll be right back with the Ropes with TR3.
Tax time is just around the corner. It would be a great time to purchase your new home. Capco Builders is a company who has been building manufactured homes for the last 20 years. If you are in the state of Alabama, go by and see one of our local retailers today. J&J Homes in Coleman, Repo Land in Albertville, Oxford Housing in Oxford, Freedom Homes in Jasper, Miller Homes in Opelika, Discount Home Sales in Enterprise, Spartan in Summerdale, Daystar in Sylacauga and Clanton, and always remember, Capco Builders, where quality comes first.
Welcome back to the Ropes with TR3. We're sitting here talking about the top funniest shows of all time. Give me a top. I ain't gonna say top 5. Give me a top. Give me a top 10. You go top 10, and let's do it in order.
Shows you can't do that in order.
That's a whole lot.
That's too much.
Yeah,
you're doing too much. Now you got too much dip on your chip.
Yeah, it's too broad.
It's too broad. Let's say 5 all time shows, romantic, all that. I mean, I'm telling you, number 1 for me is The Wire.
Listen, I've heard how good The Wire.
I've never watched it.
My brother loved it though. Like he's like, listen, he still has the DVD.
Me too.
He still has the DVD.
Me too.
And that's the thing. He only had a DVD player, but he still has the Wire DVD.
I got my whole thing, bro.
I still got a Martin collection DVD.
The only thing about The Wire, season 2 is slow. Like it has a purpose. That first season is crazy.
What can I go watch it?
I'm sure you go to HBO Max.
Oh yeah, I'm saying.
You go to HBO Max and watch
all the seasons on there.
All
should be, yeah.
But I'm telling you now, that first season, crazy. Second season, it's gonna be slow, but it's gonna catch you up later on.
I'm gonna tell you,
3, it's like 5.
Have you ever
4, 5,
Blue
crazy.
Mountain?
Man, look here. You go on somewhere. No, you go on somewhere. You was hilarious. Go on somewhere. Go on somewhere. He is stupid. Go on somewhere, Jared. It's man.
Ain't it funny though?
But look here.
Look, it's funny, Smith.
Blue Mountain State is.
Blue Mountain State. It's hilarious, bro.
It's crazy.
It's hilarious.
Like it's about a lot of stuff that went on in college, but a lot of stuff we didn't do.
Hey, a lot of stuff that went on at
Your race.
Your race, yes.
Man.
Hey, listen, Trent. Hey, look at me. You don't carry around the pocket. You carry around the pocket.
Yeah.
I pulled it up.
Oh man, look at the one about the cookies.
Oh yeah. All that. When I tell you Blue Mountain State, listen, Trent, do me a favor. Go watch it tonight, Trent. I'm dead serious, bro.
It's on IMDb.
I think so.
Okay.
I love the movie with it too, but even the mascot. I mean,
yes, even the mascot.
You watched it too?
I would say definitely watch it. Don't watch it with the kids. Is what I'm saying.
What's that? Have you watched the whole series?
Yes, it's one of those they had to take it off of Netflix because
it's stupid. It's stupid.
Nah, they take it off of Netflix. It's something serious.
Listen to me, y'all. It's so.
It's like
funny.
The Office. They had so many views with it. People were just staying on Netflix. They had
It's hilarious. Like It ain't made for kids, but it's hilarious.
Yeah,
man.
the little scene I just saw is not made for kids.
It's hilarious, man.
Trent, go watch it tonight. I'm telling you, go watch it tonight.
Moon or any of those kind of movies. It's like that.
It looked like a Not Another Teen movie.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
Not Another Teen movie. That's my movie.
Yeah. That's what it looked like.
See.
No, you'll be cracking up. It's funny.
Like when I tell you it's funny, bro, it's funny. Like I'm dead serious. Like I put my just that. Was it seasons of Blue Mountain State?
Yeah, it's seasons of it. I'm looking.
I think there's at least 5 or 6, not 4.
I'm gonna put Blue Mountain State up there.
Oh my goodness!
I'll put that up there. Like
yeah,
you
it's
gonna have me
hilarious.
watching it
Like,
tonight.
it's
that funny though?
Funny.
It's that funny though?
It's hilarious. You're gonna be in there crying.
I'm not even hearing it. I'm laughing.
But, like you're gonna be in there crying, laughing at
I'm gonna put. Listen, in my 3, I'm gonna put Blue Mountain State up there. I'm gonna go
Blue Mountain State.
because listen, because you laughing constantly laughing.
Let me take this out.
No, when I tell you, it's so funny, bro. It's funny. I'm dead serious. I'm putting it up there in my 3. I'm gonna go Blue Mountain State. This is no order. Jamie Foxx.
When did this come out?
And Martin.
2010 to 2011.
That's what I'm doing. My 3.
Never heard of it.
Okay. Mine. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
You older, so you gonna go Martin.
I'm gonna go Martin, or I'm gonna go in Living Color.
I ain't seen that was in it.
Yeah.
You know what's so crazy though? I'm positive they finna make a reboot of all these shows.
Of course, because they run out of stuff.
But they can't make a reboot of Martin.
No, they never.
They can't. That's the only. Like the personal shows they can't.
Everything is not meant to be rebooted.
Just like this, like
I
say
can't
the
even
Fresh
lie to
Prince. They say Fresh Prince.
Now that's good.
I haven't watched that. But I just can't watch it.
But the thing about it though, like Will Smith made Fresh Prince of Bel-Air for that era he was in when he was in, and the new one is made for this era about kids being on Xanax and pills.
Oh, it's really good.
Like,
I didn't know that.
No, like it's real good. Like it's real. I can say Will did his thing on that one.
Like
some people.
Ashley, not Ashley. What's the older sister name?
No,
Hillary and what's comes together in this.
Jazz. They were together.
They are together.
Will did this. Will did this. Nobody else did it because Hillary was not going to be with Jazz.
But at one point in the regular, they liked each other.
They did.
I think it was small.
Like a small.
It was small. It wasn't long. It was not no couple shows.
But like you know how back then.
Speaking of that, do you put out in your top 10?
It's not funny though. It's funny, but it ain't. It ain't like.
It was funny in the beginning, then it got old with the Urkel stuff. It just got old.
Yeah, I would.
It got boring.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, I put it.
I put it in my top 10 family black shows.
Yeah. Okay, I agree with that.
Onto my shows all the time, we can put that in
Nah,
there.
I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it.
So what about Full House?
I ain't doing it either.
Full House is a good show.
Yeah, Full House was a good show, but it wasn't too much fun.
What about Bill
No,
Cosby?
Uncle Jesse.
Oh, yeah.
Uncle Jesse.
Uncle Jesse was my dog. Now.
The Cosby Show.
Was that funny than Family Matter?
Cosby Show was consistent. Cause like one of my favorite scenes in that is when they were singing to the grandparents. Like one of my favorites.
What about the other show? What was the name of that one?
When they went to college.
Yeah.
Different World. Yeah, Different World.
I mean, Different World wasn't.
That was college. Yeah.
Funny.
When he
Like
went to
that.
college.
Yeah. It was good. He made up for his daughter.
Look, I got one
Oh,
for
y'all
y'all.
got living single.
Yeah, that too. But I got one for y'all. What about cousin Steve?
What about Pam?
Boy Meets World.
Oh, not the Penguin.
Listen, Boy Meets World. If you didn't like the Penguin when you were growing up, something was wrong with you.
Boy Meets World was good.
Penguin was tough.
Man, the Penguin was
Stealing though. You talking about
I
stealing?
ain't seen it in a long
Penguin.
time.
And you know
What's
who
Penguin look like
now?
now?
Old girl off Full House. The little sister.
That who's Penguin was?
The twins?
Not the Olsen twins.
You my Ashley? Yeah.
The Olsen twins?
No, not them.
Oh.
The one above her.
Oh, I know.
DJ?
Yeah.
No, DJ is the older one.
Yeah.
She's still but the
What was the little sister, the middle sister name? Was it Michelle?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Steph.
Steph is tough now, though.
I want to know what.
I'm gonna tell you.
I want to know what Topanga look like now.
No, hold on, brother.
Topanga?
Hold on, brother. I'm finna tell you who tough.
Oh,
y'all don't even know who Parker McKinney is, do y'all?
What she playing?
She's the little girl from My Wife and Kids.
Oh yeah. Well, you keep talking about this girl. You talking about her only. Listen, what we got to find out.
She is
got to find out what you got going on.
What you talking about? What you talking about?
You got the OnlyFans. How you know?
No. I said from the Bernie Mac show.
Oh, you want the dark?
The two girls.
Vanessa. But she was the same girl from what's her name, wasn't it?
No, Parker McKinney did not play in Bernie Mac. What? No, she played in
the
little one,
bro.
Parker McKinney. She played in my wife.
My Wife and Kids. That was the same baby girl from Bernie Mac, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. No, that was not baby girl. Baby girl from Bernie Mac and Vanessa. It popped up on my Twitter feed. That's how I know.
They're two different people.
Yeah, them two different. Yeah,
that's
how
Parker.
I know. Cold blooded.
Parker what?
Parker McKinney from
My Wife and Kids.
My Wife and Kids. Yeah, that's Parker.
What you got to say, Trent?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, we got to take a break. We'll be right back. We'll be right back with the Ropes with TR3.
30 minutes later.
Join a team you know and love at WDJC and WXJC.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back with the Ropes with TR3. And we do have the one and only Coach Jared Johnson in studio with us today, man. Jared, what's going on, man?
I don't know who that is.
Jared, what's going on?
I'm trying to figure out, man, what the top three are already.
You still ain't figured out your top three?
I know mine.
Give me the top five shows. I still ain't got my top five shows from you. You gave me top three.
Tell my comedians now?
Oh, no. I did shows. I did shows.
You gave me three.
Oh, Bernie Mac 4.
Mm-hmm.
I put Martin in there, didn't I? I don't think I did I?
You said Martin.
Okay. Well, yeah, Bernie Mac, Blue Mountain State, Jamie Foxx, Bernie Mac, Martin, and I put Chappelle Show in there.
All right, give me your top five, Lisa.
Martin, Steve Harvey. Do my comedies, right? Or any show.
Sure, comedy.
Martin, Steve Harvey, Living Single. Can I go old school?
Yeah.
Okay. Sanford the Sun.
Mm-hmm.
And In Living Color.
I messed up my.
What you mean?
You big dummy.
What you mess up?
I'm gonna take out the Wayne brothers, and it's just because I just love this show, the original Proud Family.
Oh, that's
with
way
what's
back,
it, Bernie?
man.
No, it's that cartoon.
Yeah, it's the cartoon.
Oh, the cartoon.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can't take out the Wayne brothers for that. I could. I had to go.
I would take the Wayne brother. I would take the Cosby. I would take the Wayne brother and put the Cosby in.
You take the Wayne brother and put Cosby in?
Yeah, I think the Cosby
comedian.
Yeah.
Look here. I'm gonna give you my top three comedians. Bernie, and you gotta give respect to Richard Pryor because he's the one started it.
But I ain't seeing though, so I don't know. I heard it was good. But you didn't see him?
I did. I seen film.
Oh man, that film was so old.
I'm just kidding. Like for my generation,
okay,
I'm going with Bernie Mac, Cat Williams, and Dave Chappelle.
I don't think Cat that funny to me. I'm
What?
sorry, I really don't.
Oh,
like I would go with Bernie and Mike Epps.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie. I'm Arnez J.
I forgot.
Arnez J is funny.
What do y'all think about Steve Brown?
Who?
Steve Brown, comedian.
I'm gonna go. Top three. I'm gonna go Chris Tucker. I'm gonna go Mike Epps. I'm gonna go
He made a good point. Are we doing black shows?
Everything.
All right.
Like, I really like. They say Seinfeld's really funny.
Seinfeld is.
Lopez.
I never watched
Seinfeld is funny.
I've never watched.
Seinfeld is hilarious.
George Lopez.
I was sleeping on Seinfeld.
Yeah, Steve Harvey, yeah, but I ain't never watched that.
It's your boy Steve Harvey.
You sound like him.
Said Regina.
Yeah, Regina was so funny.
Boy, Regina was tough. Bullet hand.
You forget about the Parkers and stuff too.
Yeah, I forgot about the Parkers.
Man, but top 5 shows I had to go. A Living Color.
George Lopez.
He probably want to say it anyway.
George Lopez funny as hell.
George funny.
I never watched.
I never really watched George Lopez.
If you go watch George Lopez, bro, I bet you your top 5 channel.
Okay, but this is the thing. These that we are finna say are gonna be good. Now, that's what it's top 5 cartoons.
I go Tom and Jerry first.
That got to be first. Here, I think that should be on everybody.
They didn't say a word.
You gonna sit here and
And it
tell
was
me
still
that
funny.
Rugrats?
My wife and kids.
I
I go Rugrats. I go
Rugrats in there.
I go. Was it Recess?
Recess was cold, but I don't see that in the top 5.
Was that one of the first ones to have a movie?
Yeah.
That don't mean.
Or was it?
What about Hey
No,
Arnold?
Rocket Power. My bad. Rocket Power.
Rocket Power.
Rocket
was
Power.
Oh
cold.
yes. He went to Hawaii.
What was that? What it
My
was?
boy said
Thundercat.
SpongeBob.
What about Thundercat?
I never
Somebody
seen
said
Thundercats
SpongeBob.
War.
Anybody watching SpongeBob, bro? That's not even a cartoon.
See, but it's different, bro. I used to be able to watch Captain Planet.
Yeah.
Captain Planet.
The Jetsons.
Captain Planet.
The Jetsons, Captain Planet.
Jetsons predicted everything
Yeah.
before its
no, that's
time.
happening. The only thing we
The
ain't got
Simpsons.
right now. is
What
just floating
what
cars.
what was Thundercat? Man,
Thundercat.
What's it? Hey, that's a good one.
That was the name of it?
Gargoyles. What was it? Gargoyles?
Gargoyles.
Gargoyles, something like
What about the
Arthur. What's it?
Smurfs?
Arthur.
Yeah, Arthur.
Ed, and Eddie.
Yeah.
Man, look here. I'm gonna tell y'all something about Cat Dog.
Cat Dog.
Cat
Dog
Dog
was
was
funny.
that one.
Cat Dog was
What
Man,
about
look here.
you? Don't forget Dexter Laboratory, Dee Dee.
Yeah, yeah. Johnny Bravo.
Yes. Johnny
Powder Puff
Bravo.
Girl. Y'all said,
Mojo.
Hey.
man, look here, but that's
Mojo.
but Ken said we doing some old shows, but Ken, them shows we grew up on. I'm not
Yeah.
watching nothing.
Ken,
they got
how
going
old
on
you
there.
I mean, you can never leave out the Flintstones.
What's up, man?
Oh,
Nah,
my
the
goodness. Never.
Flintstones is
Never.
You said Tommy ran the block in diapers. Johnny Quest. Okay.
What about what's the key? Oh, we
Racer
already
X.
said hey.
Racer X.
Okay, so let's do this. Give me your top 5 Cartoon Network.
On Cartoon Network.
On Cartoon
Top
Network.
5.
We do.
Yeah, you can't leave school.
You can't leave school now. You really can't.
Y'all left out the classic like just straight up Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes, yeah.
And Tiny
you got- I mean,
Toons.
you can't
Tiny
leave Bugs
Toons was
Bunny
funny
out.
too.
You can't
can't.
lose. You can't leave Bugs Bunny out.
No,
Bugs Bunny was
that's
like
part
that.
of
He-
Looney Tunes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bugs Bunny,
he is Looney Tunes.
he's that classic.
Emma Fudd.
I ain't gonna lie, I thought Roger Rabbit was fire too.
Yeah, Roger Rabbit was fine.
Yeah.
Roger, the movie.
Doug.
Damn.
Doug.
The dog said Boondocks.
Yeah.
The Boondocks was fun. Hey, listen to me. Boondocks really is like top 1, 2, top 2, and it ain't 2. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm taking the Boondocks over just Riley. The Boondocks is there.
Bulldogs in my top 5 for funniest shows.
Yeah, for anything.
Dear Santa, you are a
Right. You know what I'm saying? The Boondocks.
What about Gangstalicious though?
Oh man.
Wait a minute, King of the Hill.
King of the Hill.
King of the Hill.
I forgot about King of the Hill.
Boomhauer was my guy.
Yeah, you
I fool with
can't
Boomhauer.
forget about Bart Simpson too, though.
You can't.
Yeah.
Bart Simpson on American's Dad,
South Park.
on Cleveland show.
Yeah, the Cleveland show was funny.
Bro, I meant to do it, man. I can't even tell y'all that story. That man had a whole bunch of stuff going on, bro. It's the first time I almost fought a grown man. But just showing me appreciation, bro. It was just too much.
Hey, so we
In
don't
the
win.
club.
We
Well, look, I'm gonna keep rubbing my head as long as I want to. You put up here with no pads on. I make sure your headline get to going too.
Always threatening somebody.
Yeah, he's trying to
always
do
somebody.
Yeah, look at I ain't putting nobody. You want to talk? Put some pads on. Let's get to it.
Who you talking to?
Somebody. Oh.
Hey,
Beavis and Butthead.
I know
Hey,
I'm
True.
going wrong.
Beavis and Butthead.
You what? Yeah, I forgot about Beavis.
Man, Beavis and Butthead. You
got I'm still going Boondock number 1.
Yeah,
Boondocks. Well, give me your top 5 though.
I'm gonna go Boondocks number 1. Tom and Jerry. I'm gonna go Tom and Jerry number 1. Boondocks. Then I'm gonna go the Jetsons. Then I can't leave the Flintstones out.
Yeah, never.
And Hey Arnold.
Sure.
Rugrats.
I ain't putting Rugrats in high.
What else?
You got Animaniacs.
Yeah.
Y'all said SpongeBob.
We said the
Kids Next Door.
That's a good one.
Actually,
my top 5.
What was that show when they was monsters?
The Monsters?
No.
Fosters?
What is it?
The Imaginary Friends?
No, not Imaginary Friends. They was like rodents, but they would turn into something else.
Gremlins? Oh, not a Gremlin.
No,
Nickelodeon or
Gremlins?
not Gargoyles.
Not Gargoyles.
Hey, what
So do y'all
I'm gonna tell y'all one of
Do
my.
y'all count Casper as one of
I
the?
like it.
Yeah, he had a cartoon.
Yeah, he was a cartoon.
Ren and Stimpy.
Ren and Stimpy, yeah.
They were
What about the
Pinky in the brain?
What about
Yes.
Man, you gotta put those. Your Liza was a problem.
The real monsters? That's what it was. The real monsters. I like.
I think we covered them all.
Yeah.
Right.
It's always something we're going to forget.
Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy?
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's really about it.
Bob's Burgers.
But a new one.
We ain't putting Bob, man. You got to be on drugs. All right. So,
All right. What about school?
What?
Blue's Clues. Hey Arthur.
I hated Blue's Clues.
I did.
Well, is that a cartoon?
I think
Blue's Clues wasn't a show, but yeah,
I think Blue's Clues came out when we was a little bit older.
Yeah.
I was a kid.
You was?
Arthur. Yeah, Arthur.
Yeah.
You
Magic School
Yeah,
Bus.
you got
Oh, the Magic School Bus.
Oh, what's the I wish upon a star to go back home. Something. What's the name of that? Oh,
You too young.
Nobody gonna know what I'm talking. Gullah Gullah
Somebody
Island.
said Gullah
Gullah Island. Boy, I forgot about
Cartoon
that.
Laboratory.
It wasn't no cartoon.
It
That
ain't Gullah Gullah. What I'm talking about, but I can't think of it.
And Angelica said what you said, Magic School Bus.
Yeah.
Kyrie. Yeah, we said Dexter's Laboratory already.
It wasn't a cartoon, but I like Schoolhouse Rock. I'm sorry, that might be before y'all time.
Nah, I remember.
Man, look at we used to sit in there and be Dragon Tales. That was it,
Dragon.
Did y'all answer this? I know y'all probably did. Y'all watched Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z. You can't forget about Dragon
I
Ball.
never watched
did,
it.
but I ain't
My
really
son
good.
watched
I was into
I hated
it.
Dragon Ball.
I was into Dragon Ball Z.
I
so
hated
bad,
it.
bro.
I mean, I was like, that's
I
so
was.
weird. Goku and all that. I was like, y'all get in there.
Man,
Y'all really
Dragon
collect
Ball
those
Z.
cards?
Nah, it wasn't even about the cards. It was about the drawing.
Hey,
you
my-
learned how to draw that little face.
Yeah.
My boy said something too though. Teen Titans,
Yeah.
Teen
Yeah.
Titans.
Teen Titans was good.
Rogers Neighborhood. Yep, Mr. Rogers Neighborhood. Yep.
Shoot, well, can we put Sesame Street?
I was just going to say, you don't forget about Sesame Street.
Let's go ahead and just talk about it.
What about the Muppet Babies?
My boy said Barney.
The Muppet, yeah.
The Muppet Babies.
Yeah, that was funny.
Who said born? Say whoever said born on your line, get off your line.
I mean, how can you not put Barney in there?
I'm not
Because
watching
he was
Barney.
a classic. Right? It was a classic.
Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Yeah. What about what's the Muppet? George?
Yeah.
George.
The Choo
It
Choo
was
Train
George and
show.
somebody else. wasn't
What about Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon? No.
Tom.
That's
the
right.
train show?
The Choo Choo Train. Yeah. Oh my
It was
God.
little Tom. What was the train show, y'all?
Yeah, Tom the Train.
That's what it was. I thought it was something else.
I know that was the books at least.
Because that came on. What
Hey,
show was
Eddie.
that on?
Hey, Eddie. Get on, Eddie. Hey,
Oh, Eddie would know all these
add
cartoon
Eddie
shows.
on. Add
Eddie,
Eddie.
get on, Eddie.
Come on, Eddie.
Eddie, you'll know all the
Two
cartoon
shoes. Two shoes.
Thomas and Friends.
Yeah.
It was Thomas
yeah.
the Train. Because they had their face on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Thomas the Train. I knew it was Tom something.
Samurai Jack used to hit
Pierce George. Oh, yeah.
Pierce George.
Yeah, I watched Barney. I ain't say I
did
did.
watch Barney. It was just Dick Silverback over here.
Mickey Mouse Club.
Nah,
Yeah.
ain't doing Barney.
What's that one? Not Jackie Chan, but there's a guy who would get different talismans and have different powers. Beat the Dragon?
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know, but I know a lot of people ain't giving Captain Planet this dog at all.
Oh, that's the
Water
goodie.
Service. Yeah, Earth, water. You had, was it sun?
Y'all watch Jimmy Neutron?
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Courage the Cowardly Dog. Hey, that dog used to get in
funny
trouble
with that old man.
No, old lady.
Was it
He was an old man too.
Yeah, old man. Yeah, both. It was both. It was both.
Jimmy Neutron. You said Jimmy Neutron.
Jimmy Neutron.
Jimmy Neutron, yeah.
Says Speed Racer, right?
Go Speed Racer.
Okay. Before we get off, give me y'all top 5 favorite sports video games.
Top
College
5.
football number 1.
NCAA.
College football is number 1.
NCAA football.
That's number 1.
Yeah.
So it's better than Street Volume 2.
That's number 1.
Yes.
College football is number 1.
Nothing was.
My brother, listen to me. We still have college football at my mom's house right now on PlayStation 2. We still have it.
Well, you know how many times I went to Subway off college football?
You hear me? Like we used to literally bet on that game. Like we ended up having tournaments, everything.
Bro, we used to go to dynasty mode. That's
yes, bro. Yes.
I was basing my talent on the numbers that they had.
I'm telling you, dog. Like I still had that game right now in my mama's house.
That's why I want to be a 5-star.
The game is gonna be NCAA number 1. Mortal Kombat number 2. Madden number 3.
Or do you can't leave out Mario?
Madden over 2K?
Well, I don't play. I don't play.
Zelda.
Zelda.
Crash Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot.
Oh.
What about Star Fox?
What about Twisted Metal?
Crash Bandicoot.
Twisted Metal was good. Look, I used to get that daggone clown.
Yeah, that
clown trying to go crazy.
But that Star Fox, that was the first game on 64. That and Golden.
007, you get that golden gun. It's over.
You get that golden gun.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you what's the new game though. The new game I ain't played it since college though. Call of Duty.
Oh yeah.
Call of Duty.
That's what my son
I ain't played it since religiously.
That was his game.
But I ain't gonna lie to you. If anybody say they number 1 is not NCAA, we are not friends.
It's NFL Street.
What about Ready to Rumble?
Let's get ready to rumble. Barley Hill used to go crazy.
Ain't nothing. Ain't nothing topping NCAA though.
We get NCAA.
Okay. Can we put Pac-Man in there?
Mario.
Pac-Man in there.
What about Mario Kart?
Yeah.
Mario Kart and Mario Party, all-time classic.
Mario Party, bro. Have you played the new one that got on Switch?
That's just all mini games, or?
Bro, the new one's like a all-star.
Oh, that's what I bought for the girls.
Mario Party all-star.
That's what they play.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
You can even do it online too.
Like it get all the games that was on 64, GameCube.
Everything that was on 64 was gold.
It put all that into one.
Everything that
somebody
was
said Mike Tyson Punch Out.
Yeah, Mike Tyson Punch Out. What about the Roy Jones Jr. one? What was it? Knockout King.
Knockout King.
Yeah, Knockout King was good. What up, BoJack?
Yeah.
Okay, 655.
My dog, Eddie Jackson in this thing, man.
Eddie, what's going on, man?
What about Jack and Daxter?
Jack and Daxter. Huh?
I ain't gonna lie. The Tony Hawk game used to have me going up in smoke.
I still got Tony Hawk.
I bought it the other day. Get loose on that Tony Hawk.
They made a remake. They just remade it too.
Yeah, I got it. I said
courtside with Kobe.
Where is Grand Theft Auto?
Grand Theft Auto is gonna be a classic. 1 through 5 gonna be a classic.
No.
They need to come out with a 6.
It's only one. San Andreas.
San Andreas.
Classic.
San Andreas.
Y'all mentioned Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah.
Okay.
Road Street. Home. At least it was until I messed it up. Okay, how many times you played it? You always played that story mode.
They need to come out with a 6.
Sorry, y'all.
What about Killer Instinct?
6.
I don't know what that was. Saints Row was pretty good.
7. It's another one that we're missing. We're gonna think about it after the show. Sonic. How can we forget Sonic?
You're right.
Super
But what's
Sonic.
the one with all of them? They all used to. It was Zelda. All of them used to just go at it with each other.
Oh, you
Super
talking
Smash
about
Bros.
Super Smash
Yes.
Bros.
Yeah, Super
That's a
Smash
classic.
Bros.
Yeah, Super Smash Bros. What about Street Fighter? How are we gonna forget about Street Fighter?
Street Fighter.
How
Yes.
can
Tekken?
we forget about Tekken?
Hadouken.
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 NBA Jam.
NBA Jam.
Yeah, we said Crab Bandicoot, my boy.
Yeah, we already said Crab Bandicoot.
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong for real.
It was a classic now.
On the 64, yes.
What's a sleeper though that everybody likes?
Yeah, I'm going to play it now.
But what's a sleeper that everybody like? What's a sleeper? Video game wise. I would say Tony Hawk is probably the sleeper.
Yeah, Tony Hawk got to be a sleeper.
Yeah, Tony Hawk
that got to be a sleeper. What about Mega Man? Y'all ain't played Mega Man?
I don't know what that one is.
Yeah. Oh, because you built like him. That's why you wanted to play it.
Why y'all not play Mega Man?
I don't know what that one is.
Mega Man?
You just told me something new.
It was ahead of its game too.
Somebody says
Streets of Rage.
It's like there
Rage.
was
what is that? That's Jonathan.
It's like there'd be a cyber world, and then you had a character in the world that you would fight different glitches from stopping in the real world. It had virtual reality and different stuff back in the early 2000s.
I'm gonna tell y'all something.
What
right
about
now.
Matrix?
What
That came out.
I'm gonna blow y'all up right now.
Never played it.
50 Cent Bulletproof.
I never played that either.
Oh, what was that? What was
Scarface had a game too.
What was the
Scarface
fight?
was good.
What was the fighting when Snoop Dogg was all on it?
Oh man.
The Def Jam and Def Jam something.
Vendetta. Yeah, Vendetta then fight for New York.
Okay, what about the one with all the remember they came out with a show with the wrestling? They were kind of like Play-Doh.
We said that mascot game on NCAA.
Oh,
that's NCAA.
Yeah.
Man,
But listen, man,
I'm just
coming to
telling
a
what the fans
close.
saying.
Yeah, we gotta close this out, man. Listen, we're gonna wrap this up once again. So I want to thank everybody for joining us, joining me, joining my cast, my co-host Reggie Ragland, yeah, Coach Jared over here. You got Miss Lisa over here on the 1 and 2. You got baby girl in the building today.
Hey, you want some more
baby
candy?
girl in
Tell
the
him, say hey,
building
now.
today.
Say hey, man. Come tell him hey.
Gonna say hey, baby girl.
Say hey.
Oh, that hill.
No,
you know she ain't get it from her daddy. Oh, that hill. Look at her. Look at her.
Hi.
How he made that beautiful thing right there. Man, that's crazy. She don't look nothing like her daddy. Listen.
Celebrity Deathmatch was a hell of a show.
Celebrity Deathmatch. That's what it was. So listen, man, I'm gonna thank everybody, man. Y'all can find us on the Ropes with TR3 on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Bama Insider, YouTube. You catch all the shows that you miss on Spotify. Tune in tomorrow for another great show. You already know more great conversation. You have been listening to the Ropes with TR3. I'm your host, the one and only Trent Richardson. And remember, you are your way out.